these lectures, we are basically going to learn what do we mean by residues, and the main theorem that we are going to see is Cauchy residue theorem. So we shall see the statement of the theorem and the proof and examples of residue theorem. But before we do that, let us recall two main topics. One is Laurent series expansion and other is singularities of a function. We have already done these two chapters, but just for the sake of revision, I am going to tell you again what do we mean by Laurent series expansion. So you can see on the screen theorem 7.6, Laurent series expansion. So let f be an analytic function in an annular domain A. So you can see in this bracket this expression for the annulus, that is mod z minus z naught is less than rho 2, means it is a bigger disk, and bigger than rho 1 means it is a smaller disk. So the region between these two disks, that is annular region, you can see that the smaller radius could be 0 also and the larger radius can be infinity also. So such region is called annular region. So we are considering a function f analytic in an annular region, and C be any circle mod z minus z naught equal to R, and this R is between rho 1 rho 2 means what? This circle is inside that annulus. In that annulus, circle of radius R is drawn. Then for any z in this annular region, fz can be represented as a convergent series as given below. That is, you can see now fz equal to summation cm z minus z naught to the power m, where m ranges from minus infinity to infinity. When you have learned Taylor series expansion, you must have observed that the series expansion starts with coefficients cm z minus z naught to the power m, where m is from 0 to infinity. Whereas in the Laurent series, you get negative powers of z minus z naught as well. So in this Laurent series, you get expansion of this form, that is summation from minus infinity to infinity. When do we have Taylor series expansion? Taylor series expansion one can find when function is analytic at z naught. See, this is around z naught. So if function is already analytic at z naught, then these negative coefficients won't arise. You will get directly Taylor series expansion, that is sigma cm z minus z naught to the power m, m from 0 to infinity. Because f is not analytic at z naught, typically we are considering this expansion in the annulus. See, z naught is at the center and this z is in the annulus. So therefore this negative powers of z minus z naught you can see in this expansion. Now whatever this formula for cm is given in the equation 7.c, you can see that 1 upon 2 pi integral all that. But as I have already told you, if you remember, that you hardly need this formula for cm for obtaining Laurent series. There is a trick for finding Laurent series expansions which we have seen in the classroom. So I will directly go to examples and then see this example. Then we will be able to see what was that trick. So trick is just check what is less than 1, which modulus is less than 1. Because one geometric progression that we know is 1 over 1 minus z is 1 plus z square, so on, if mod z is less than 1. That all the time you have to use. So now consider this first, fz equal to 1 over z minus 1 into z minus 2. We shall find Laurent series expansion of f around z equal to 0 in 3 different regions, so that you will get idea as to how to find Laurent series expansion in different regions. So these 3 regions are given. First is 0 less than mod z less than 1. That is only 0 is omitted and the disk of radius 1, but 0 strictly less than mod z means 0.0 is omitted from that. Then second region is z such that 1 less than mod z less than 2. That is, this is annulus between disk of radius 1 and disk of radius 2. And A3 is z such that 2 less than mod z less than infinity, means it is outside the disk of radius 2. So disk of radius 2 is omitted from the complex plane and all other region. So 2 less than mod z less than 2. So mod z is bigger than 2. Okay. Now let's see how to solve this. So part A is observe that f is analytic in B01, that is ball with center at 0 radius 1. See, what is your function? 1 over z minus 1 z minus 2. So only points where function is not analytic is z equal to 1 and z equal to 2. But both these points are outside the region A1 because A1 is ball with center at 0 radius 1. So the function, given function, is analytic in this region A1. So it will have Taylor series expansion. So Lorentz series expansion will reduce to Taylor series expansion, and therefore it is not found here because you already know how to find Taylor series expansion. At present I am assuming that you already have done practice of finding Taylor series expansion. Basically you again write it as partial fraction and use Taylor series for 1 over 1 minus z. That is the idea of writing Taylor series expansion in such cases also. Part B is z or z such that 1 less than mod z less than 2. Now consider partial fraction decomposition. 1 over z minus 1 z minus 2 is equal to 1 over z minus 2 into minus 1 over z minus 1. So once these partial fractions you can always do, given such fraction, you know how to do this, write it as a partial fraction. Okay. Now f1z is 1 over z minus 2 and f2z is 1 over z minus 1. So this expression that we have decomposed the given fraction as a partial fraction, I have now, let me bring it this. So this first 1 over z minus 2 I am calling as f1 and 1 over z minus 1 I will call as z2, as you can see here. Now as mod z less than 2 in this region, mod z less than 2, we have Taylor series expansion of 1 over z minus 2 in the regular part, in the sense that, see, if you consider this function 1 over z minus 2, then mod z is less than 2. So you can divide by 2 so that mod of z by 2 is less than 1, and then you can expand by using geometric progression. Now mod z is bigger than 1. See, this is the trick. Mod z is bigger than 1, therefore 1 over z mod is less than 1. So in the other part, 1 over z minus 1, what we have done is 1 upon z minus 1 is written as z is taken outside. Z is taken outside. So 1 over z into 1 upon 1 minus 1 over z. Now that bracket in the denominator, 1 upon 1 minus 1 over z, that you can expand because this 1 over z mod is less than 1. You must be remembering such problems we have done in the classroom. So this, if you expand, you will get this earlier 1 over z factor is outside, and 1 upon 1 minus 1 over z can be written as 1 plus 1 over z plus 1 over z square and so on. So now C part is the domain mod z bigger than 2. So mod z bigger than 2 means it is bigger than 1 also. So 2 by z is less than 1, 1 by z is less than 1. See, so ultimately we write our domain equation in such a way that something is less than 1. Less than 1 quantity, in a way, in a very vague terms, we can write, we can express by using geometric progression. So this fraction 1 over z minus 1, z minus 2 is written as 1 over z minus 2 minus 1 over z, partial fraction. Then from the first bracket, from denominator, z is taken out. So you get 1 upon 1 minus 2 by z. 1 by z outside again, 1 upon 1 minus 1 by z. Why this is done like this? Because 2 by z mod is less than 1 and 1 by z mod is less than 1, and we want to use geometric progression. So now see, 1 by z, this total 1 upon 1 minus 2 by z now can be written as 1 plus 2 by z plus 2 square by z square and so on. Minus 1 by z, 1 plus 1 by z and so on. So this is typically the idea of finding Laurent series expansion, that you look at the domain, look at the function. Most of the time functions are like this, you express it at partial fraction, and then your domain equations you write such that, like you can see on the screen, 2 by z less than 1, 1 by. So less than 1 type equations, inequalities you write, and then use those inequalities to expand the given function as partial fraction. Okay, so I will give one more example that is also a typical idea where you replace in the given Taylor series and find Laurent series. That is the idea. Now see, for example, the Laurent series expansion of e raised to 1 over z. So you already know Taylor series expansion of e raised to z, 1 plus z square by 2 factorial and so on. Now you want to find e raised to 1 over z. But e raised to 1 over z is not analytic at 0. So you are finding this in the punctured plane. See, the punctured plane can be thought of as annulus. The smaller radius is 0 and larger radius is infinity. And now just plug in w equal to 1 over z in the Taylor series for e raised to w. So you get e raised to 1 over z, 1 plus 1 over z. In place of z you get 1 over z. Plus 1 by 2 factorial, 1 by z square and so on. Third example is Laurent series for 1 over z sine z. Again, the point where the function is not analytic is z equal to 0. So multiplying Taylor series for sine z by 1 by z. So I have written there why this is allowed. So you think on this, why we can multiply 1 by z with sine z. So 1 by z sine z is like this, 1 by z, z minus z cube by 3 factorial and so on. So you get essentially sine z, you have expanded, and 1 by z you are multiplying directly to this bracket. You get 1 minus z square by 3 factorial plus z raised to 4 by 5 factorial and so on. So observe in this example that there are no negative powers of z, though there is 1 over z in the function. So function is not analytic at 0, but still there is no negative power of z. When we shall classify singularities, we will come back to this point. So our next point of discussion will be singularities and how to classify singularities by using Laurent series expansion. Okay.